Alright, we are back with another D&D movie time. And it is St. Patrick's Day!
Hello, me luckies!
So tonight we are going to continue on with the Boondock Saints II, All Saints Day. Now I've heard rumor, I don't know how true this is, but I have heard rumors that they're possibly making a third one. I don't remember I really don't remember this one at all. I did remember little bits from the first one as we watched it, but I don't remember this one really at all. So, like I said though, I think I only watched the first one like once or twice, and so this one, I feel like I probably only watched maybe one time when I bought them both on Blu-ray. But are you looking forward to this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what happened in the last movie?
Yes, I do!
They went on a spree. They ended up losing their friend, Funny Man.
Don't kill me, I'm the funny man.
And then they either found their father or their uncle, somebody related to them. I guess we'll find out in this one for sure. I think it's their father.
Nah, it'll be...
But I feel like if it was their father, they would have recognized him like right away, back during the shootout, and maybe said something, unless they never seen their father or something.
But maybe they'll adopt it.
But hopefully they'll explain it, because I can't remember it. Maybe if it's their uncle, it's like, your brother never told you about me, and I'm part of the family. But, alright, let's just go ahead and get into this. I'm excited to watch, because like I said, I don't really remember much about this, but I do remember I liked these movies, so... Alright, without further ado, let's go watch Boondock Saints 2.
Bye!
Something's happened. And shepherds we shall be. For thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from my hand, that our feet may swiftly carry out thy command. Illumine protégée, Spirit Sons. What do you think? I think Jacobet again to command us to send us a message. We send one right back. Let's do some gratuitous violence. Easy, boys. Daddy's working. That was one of the finest examples of spiritual guidance I've ever had the good fortune to witness.
Alright, so we just finished watching Boondock Saints 2, All Saints Day. This movie, because I don't know if Cora was really paying full attention to the movie, but basically it looks like the Saints kind of retired shortly after the first movie and went to Ireland with their father, and yes, it was his father, or their father. And it's been like think they said 8 or 9 years since the events of the first film.
I don't know, but it has been long enough for them to go a literal build.
Well, yeah, you can do that in like 6 months.
How was I supposed to know that?
Anyways, so then this mysterious person goes and kills a priest in a similar style to the way the Saints would execute people, to draw them back to the U.S. so that way they can have a shot at killing the Saints. And they make it look like the person responsible is the son of the crime boss from the previous movie who's out for vendetta against them. So they come back and they get a new sidekick this time, a Mexican guy. And we also get a new detective, FBI agent, played by the actress who played Darla and also played Dexter's wife in Dexter.
I was actually kind of surprised
Julie Benz.
That my dad did not recognize her.
Yeah, I didn't recognize her at first, but
even though it's every other character that we see in any franchise on this channel, my dad was like, that's
well,
that
I only really seen her in Angel, Buffy, mostly in Angel. She had a little bit of a role in Buffy, but she didn't have a huge role in Buffy. She had a bigger, much bigger role in Angel. And of course in Dexter. I don't know, she looked very different here at first. I don't know why.
They probably had makeup, they probably had a little bit of a wig.
No, she wasn't wearing a wig. But they had colored her hair a little different color. It wasn't the regular pure blonde she usually is. But I've seen her with brown hair before, so I don't know. But yeah, she was very different. And supposedly the FBI agent from the first movie died at some point between movies. So anyways, the Saints come back and they clean through the bad guys of the remaining Russian mob. And it turns out that the real bad guy was actually an accomplice to their father, who had sent, I guess, his son or his trainee, I'm guessing it was his son, to do all the killing. And now they go after him, but he gets a bunch of extra bodyguards. And in the end, once they're successful, the Saints are captured by the police.
My guess what probably happened was he knew that the entire family was going to come. So he contacted the FBI or the police before they came.
No, because he had a bunch of hitmen of his own. The cops figured out, the FBI and the cops figured out what was going on, and they sent everyone to that location to pick him up. But they got there a little too late. So they just ended up capturing the Saints. But the Saints had already killed everyone else. Anyways, we did have a loss in this one. They lost their father. And luckily they didn't lose their friend this time.
Unlike the other one, which was kind of pretty good.
But, yeah, so, then we get a major reveal at the end that William Dafoe's character actually isn't dead, and he's got plans for the Saints, and guess we have to wait and see if they ever do release a Boondock Saints 3 to find out what they're gonna do. I did appreciate getting to see Doc one last time from Fraggle Rock again. That was pretty cool.
if they do make a number 3, hopefully we can go watch it in theaters because the theaters is always the best.
Yeah.
Because you get popcorn.
But yeah, that was Boondock Saints 2, All Saints Day, and yeah, when we come back, we will give our final scores and thoughts on the movie.
Bye.
For thousands of years, the world has been protected by the Guardian of Light, or as he is more commonly known, Santa Claus. Over the centuries, factors such as fear and prejudice, greed and jealousy, misunderstandings, betrayal and war have segregated most humans from the magical world of elves, fairies, wizards, and the like. This has resulted in many misconceptions and generalizations of the true nature of Santa and his world.
This 6-book series by Sean Patrick begins as the current of a long series of guardians is murdered by a group of monstrous enemies recently escaped from an enchanted South Pole prison. These creatures are loyal to the darkness, an evil force determined to exterminate the light in order to enslave all creatures of the world.
Shane Connor, an average young man, suddenly finds himself being trained as the new Guardian. As he adapts to his new life among fantastic creatures, he goes on an adventurous quest with a legendary wizard for the ultimate weapon to use against the darkness, and faces murderous enemies like Rasputin, Morgana Le Fay, Krampus, and many more.
Along with his best friend Joe Gomez, Shane encounters politics, history, mysterious murders, new loves, his own hidden past, and racial dynamics among the fantasy races that turn out to be all too real. Their adventures reveal the true nature of the world and challenge the current state of how all races interact.
This series expertly melds myths, legends, history, faiths, folklore, and secret societies into a fascinating, cohesive, comprehensive world of wonder and magic.
From Atlantis to Olympus, from Hades to the moon, and from broomstick races to Christmas deadlines, join the new Santa Claus on his amazing journey. But beware, will Shane's quest achieve his ultimate goal of destroying the darkness and preserving the light of the world? Or is he actually playing right into a plot by dark forces that will result in his, and our, ultimate doom?
So make your list and check it twice for the Guardian of Light book series. Download your audiobook or ebook today from Audible, Amazon, or iTunes.
Alright, Cora, starting with you. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this movie?
10 out of 10, it was good. My favorite scene was like when they caught him the G-word. I'm not sure if YouTube will allow me, as a little kid, say it.
Okay.
Why do you want me to say it?
No, just keep saying what...
And they basically laugh at him and without laughing. I don't know how to explain it.
When they're making fun of their new friend?
Kind of.
I thought your favorite scene would have been the rehash of the rope gag from the first movie. Saw it in a movie? What's with you and the rope?
But they basically broke the fourth wall.
But, who is your favorite character?
Probably the new guy.
The new guy?
Yeah.
The Mexican?
Yeah, even though I'm not even partly Mexican, I'm not even Mexican at all. At least I don't.
He was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, moving on to my score. On a scale of 1 to 10. If it did not have the surprise twist, if it had just ended with them getting caught, I probably would have given this like a 9 out of 10.
But since it
But
does
with
have the
that
surprise
twist ending and the possibility we might actually get a third movie, I will give this a 10 out of 10. I mean, putting these guys in a prison with a bunch of criminals does not seem like the best idea for the cops, being that they go around killing bad guys.
Yeah, somebody...
That's like putting Batman in jail with all his villains. Like, he's just gonna spend every day beating their ass. Like, every day kicking their butt. And it just, it does not seem like a really great idea.
Yeah, basically they just put in everybody, every criminal in danger.
Yeah.
So anybody that innocent but got thrown to jail anyways, they better hide and run for their entire lives.
And yet they made it look like the criminals were anxious to get at them, but they're anxious to get at the criminals. So I'm wondering, like, how they're gonna explain, like, what I mean, they're obviously gonna have some sort of time gap. I hope that they do a real good job of explaining what happened in the time gap and where everything's going with this. And where everything went from this movie to the next one. But, alright. Well, again, happy St. Patrick's Day. Hope you guys have enjoyed these. Hopefully you got some good St. Patrick's Day movies to watch. If you don't watch these, you can always check out, like, Leprechaun and a couple other good movies that revolve around St. Patrick's Day. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do next year for St. Patrick's Day. So if you have any suggestions of movies you want to see us review for St. Patrick's Day next year, let us know down in the comments below. With that said, we will see you all next time.
Bye.